Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham briefing for Sunday, the 14th of July, 2024. I'm going to start by running the animation of the jet stream over the next few days, just to give you an idea of what's coming, what's affecting our weather at the moment. So this is midnight last night, and it's running through in 3-hour sort of steps. It will take a few seconds to get through to maybe about Wednesday, Thursday in the week, and that's about as far as I want to take it. But you can see the jet stream coming round sort of Greenland down across the North Atlantic, and it's basically coasting over sort of northwestern France and across the UK for most of the period. And of course, that's going to bring a few low pressures and some frontal systems with it. So that's up to Thursday the 18th at this point. So we'll move on to the surface pressure charts and just compare that. Yesterday at midday, we had a little bit of a conversion along the south coast, and convergence along the south coast, and we had a little one to the north of us as well, which was quite spectacular for the time. If we run that through to midnight last night, you can see the low pressure is moving out further into the North Sea towards Denmark and the sort of Baltic states there, but also coming out in the Atlantic, the next low pressure that's going to affect us. So if we just run this on over the next few days, you can see that low pressure coming in towards the UK late on tonight and into tomorrow. By lunchtime tomorrow, it's going to be centred on the southwestern corner of Ireland. If we compare that with satellite picture at this moment in time, you can see that lovely gap between these two systems, and basically the whole of central and southern England is going to be basking in sunshine today with hopefully lots of cumulus. The rain radar then showing rain north of from the Wash across to Liverpool. That's not going to really affect us today, and there's the rain associated with the next frontal system, not quite yet. Here in the UK. And if we run the forecast through from 9 o'clock this morning towards the end of the day, you can see there's one or two showers pop up south of the M4 corridor, but essentially I think we're going to be free of showers all day. We'll run that right through until the evening, so the evening group have got a good indication of what they're going to get this evening. So hopefully they should be free to do their aerobatics if they're going to be flying tonight. Surface winds then. At 1,000 feet north of us, we've got 2505 knots, to the southwest 2205 knots. So on the ground, that's going to give us a kind of a southwesterly flow all day, and it's going to be quite light. Looking at local weather, they're saying we're going to have cumulus and sunshine all day, very little chance of rain, temperature getting up to about 19 centigrades at best. So it's still perhaps a little bit chilly out in the airfield, but the UV levels are going to be quite high, certainly around about midday. The winds southwesterly 8-9 knots. So yeah, a very pleasant day out in the airfield indeed. GFS are showing a temperature of about 19 centigrades and a dew point around about 10. This will be around about midday. And the local weather at the moment showing just over 15 centigrade with a dew point just under 13 at this moment. So Dave Maston's forecast for today, he reckons it'll be a reasonable day for much of southern and central England and Wales, with a little bit of a shower risk in the Midlands and the Wales area. Lasham temperatures of 16 to 17 are giving a base of 2,000 to 2,500 feet by 10 a.m. And he reckons that by 2 p.m. there should be cloud base rising up to about 3,500 feet plus, with a little bit of top cover, which could be thick at times. So then moving on, there's the picture out the window at the moment. You can see we've got cumulus forming already. Cloud base is still a little bit low. Onto the Odium METAR. The TAF is out of date at the moment, but the METAR is showing 2604 knots, greater than 10K, with no clouds, and temperature 14, dew point 12, with the pressure 1012 hectopascals. Farnborough showing something similar, 2303 knots. That's vertical visibility there. Visibility about horizontal vis to about 10K. No clouds, 15 and 13 with 10, 12 is the pressure. Their TAF is valid, however. There's forecasting 2404 knots and cav OK throughout the day. So moving on to SkySight, they're showing that throughout the whole of sort of southern and central England, it's going to be quite a good day. As always, frustratingly obvious that the best weather's in the sort of London area within the airspace, but the rest of it should be good today. And there's already a few tasks being planned out to the north and northwest. So locally, SkySight are showing the low cloud base, which we've seen in the camera. That's going to be rising quite rapidly till about maybe 3,500 feet by lunchtime, and then slowly throughout the rest of the day rising a bit further, with the thermal strengths estimating about 3 knots throughout the day. Top Meteo are showing a similar picture on task distance, and if we have a look at the thermal projection from 9 o'clock onwards, we just run that through hour on hour, we can see that the cloud base is up to about 3,000 feet by 10 o'clock in the morning in the sort of local area, and gradually rising up throughout the afternoon. Probably the best part of the afternoon, about 3 to 4 o'clock. So moving on then to NOTAMs, we have locally Middle Wallop, there's clay pigeon shooting there, that's number 19. 20 is Barton Stacey, there's live firing. To the south of us is Goodwood, the Festival of Flight on down there. And of course, there'll be lots of things transiting in and out of Goodwood, so keep your eyes peeled in the local area. If going out towards the west and the northwest, there's number 30 is Uffington, there's paragliding. 31 is the Fairford sort of RIAT NOTAM. You've already seen the paper on that. 32 parachuting at Prize Norton. 33 Ottsmoor is live firing. 34 Blenheim Palace, there's some restricted airspace around there today. 35 is Western on the Green, that's danger area D129, that's active today. 38 is Edge Hill, the gliding competition. And then if anybody does venture down towards the south coast, of course, the usual stuff at the English Channel, from 2 through to 5, 7 and 8, and 10 to 14 and beyond. So a very, very busy area down there. So moving on to the airfield ops and briefing today. This is ODIM cross-section, and that reflects what's in the ODIM TAF, with the cloud base rising throughout the day to about mid-afternoon, and the thermal strengths averaging about 3 knots throughout the best part of the day, maybe peaking at 4 knots. Surface winds 250, 6 knots to start with, gusting 9, and 2407 gusting 10. So very light winds today, nothing to worry about there, and no weather hazards. This is the flying list as it's shown on the booking system, and that basically equates to 1 K21 on booked instructor flying, a K21 on the casual list, K21 booked out to club members all day. There's a K13 on trial flights, which means that SH8 is available in the afternoon, and there's still 1 K30 and 1 K21 available all day. And of course, the simulator is available as always. There's no movements today. We're set up on runway 27 for a dry operation, light southwesterly winds all day. 3 knot thermals forecast locally throughout the day, peaking at 4 knots mid-afternoon. A club grid to the north of 27 on the grass, please. And this is a representation of the airfield with the winch operation just to the south of the runway, launch mount vehicle in its usual place on 27, club area towing off the runway, and club grid to the north. That's it for today. Thank you very much for listening in. Have a great day out there. Have lots and lots of fun, and please keep it safe. Thank you.